little Steven Van Zandt had always loved driving around New Jersey. It reminded him of his roots and the music that he had grown up with. As he drove down the Garden State Parkway in his red 1965 Corvette Stingray, he had the radio tuned to his favorite station, WNEW-FM. The sounds of Bruce Springsteen's Thunder Road filled the car, and he couldn't help but sing along at the top of his lungs. As he approached the Cheesequake rest area, little Steven knew that he had to stop and pick up some snacks for his friend Max Weinberg. He wanted to be a good house guest, and he knew that Max loved his cheese puffs. Little Steven also decided to order some fried clam strips to eat on the drive down, not realizing that they would lead to a very embarrassing situation. As he continued down the parkway, little Steven began to feel a rumbling in his stomach. He knew that he had made a mistake with the clam strips, but it was too late now. He desperately looked for a rest stop but couldn't find one. Finally, in desperation, he pulled over onto the grassy median of the parkway and ran out of the car, doing diarrhea as he ran. As he was doing diarrhea, some passing motorists recognized him and began to taunt him. "Hey, little Steven, can you sign my toilet paper?" one yelled out. Little Steven was mortified as he had no toilet paper and was forced to use one of his signature bandanas to wipe himself. When little Steven arrived at Max's house, he was in a terrible state. His clothes were soiled with diarrhea, and he was embarrassed to even show his face. He asked Max for help cleaning his bandana, but unfortunately, it couldn't be cleaned. Feeling utterly humiliated, little Steven and Max decided to channel their experience into an album. They called it Diarrhea Blues, and included tracks such as Cheesequake Shuffle, Bandana Blues, and Parkway Pain. The album cover featured a cartoon image of little Steven on the grassy median, wiping himself with his bandana while passing motorists jeered. Despite the embarrassing situation, little Steven and Max were able to turn it into a source of inspiration for their music. The album became a hit among their fans and even received critical acclaim for its raw, honest portrayal of a very human experience. And while little Steven never forgot the humiliation he had experienced, he was grateful for the opportunity to share it with his audience and turn it into something positive. Are you down with OPD? Other people's diarrhea? Like and subscribe like you're cruising down Thunder Road at top speed, looking for an open bathroom. To do diarrhea.